Welcome to our weekly podcast of Walking with Jesus. I'm Teri Angel. I'm here along with Lily Ortega, my co-host, and we have a special guest today. Lily, I will ask you to introduce our guest to everyone.
Yes, Terry. Bueno, quiero decirlo en español. Buenos días a todos. Bienvenidos al podcast Caminando con Jesús. Y estamos aquí el día de hoy con Teri Angel y con Elohim Magdalena Rosa. Today we are having with us Elohim Magdalena Rosa. I want to say that I met her I believe it was 2021, probably when I met you, Elohi, and it was after the pandemic. And I experienced her beautiful voice, and I told her that the first minutes that I heard her voice, I was like, "Wow, what is this? It's like, where is this coming from? This is beautiful." It really caught my attention. Um, so then I contacted her, and then we started connecting, and it's been a beautiful experience for me individually, just meeting her as a person and meeting her as a voice alchemist. I'm gonna say that in Spanish. Quiero compartirles a las personas que nos están viendo, que hablan español, que bueno, yo conocía Elogi hace como unos 5 años aproximadamente, y le dije a ella que en los primeros minutos que yo escuché su voz cuando hizo una transmisión de voz, fue hermosa, y de veras me pregunté, de verdad me pregunté, ¿de dónde viene este sonido tan hermoso, esta vibración, estas frecuencias, de dónde vienen? Entonces me contacté con ella y bueno, la conozco de alguna manera, de manera, por decirlo, individual, personal, y también conozco el trabajo que ella hace. Y bueno, el día de hoy vamos a tener una experiencia con ella, con una transmisión de voz, y van a ver lo hermoso que es escucharla a ella, todo lo que ella tiene consigo. So Elohim, could you please explain or tell us, share with us, what is it, what you do? What is the work that you do for those of us who are new to this?
Sure, thank you. And hello, everybody. Buenos días a todos. Yes, this voice alchemy, as you mentioned, for a long time, I didn't really know how to explain it, but I can explain it now. So when I go into, most of all, I want to say that I open my vessel as a channel. And there are many different beings that come through to create the vibration and frequencies that weave together in the voice alchemy. So, voice alchemy really is using the voice as the instrument to, I want to say, help to open different aspects of our being, to melt away what separates us from what's already within us. So the way my guides explained it to me is when the beings come in, because there's a star consciousness that they call themselves Ishtar. They're kind of the conductor of bringing in all the different beings, and I'm connected to many different lineages, including Jesus and Mary Magdalene, but Isis and galactic beings, all sorts of beings, and light language comes through when I'm channeling. I even channel the whale. So it's the Ishtar and your own soul are guiding how you're receiving the transmission. And the transmission really is a weaving of frequency and vibration. And wherever you need that vibration to go, let's say you're holding grief in your heart, then it goes there. But it also activates, so we melt away what's in the way, and then there are many activations that happen to help you evolve and bring your gifts forward. And this is all being done by your own soul guiding the process, focusing the frequencies. And what I was shown is uh, a simple way to think about it is that we all have a divine blueprint, and that blueprint is made of sacred geometric shapes. And the frequency is like playing, those are like you can think of the sacred geometry as the keys in a piano. And those keys might get distorted because of grief or unprocessed emotions, different wounds that we carry from our ancestry, from other lifetimes. And the vibration and frequency then comes in to help restore those keys to their original form, original source energy. So the voice alchemy that I do is weaving frequencies from different beings. I don't always know all the beings because sometimes it happens so quickly, but they are working with your soul to guide where the frequency needs to go. So it's really my guides have mentioned this is sacred technology we used in ancient times, in the temples, in Lemuria, the Rose lineage that's connected to Mary Magdalene, who are initiated into this type of, I want to say, embodied love, because love really is the catalyst for all of this. And I'll talk more about that. But one of the teachings is around love becoming the mirror to the wound and allowing the wound to see itself in love. And so remembering that it's already whole. And so love really is the foundational frequency that is coming into the body, into all the parts of you to help you remember that you're more than this human body, that you're already whole. And so the frequencies help to restore that and open the space for you to remember. And my work really is to help you remember and to really empower you to work with your own soul and with your own guides to help you go within and really connect in with that, with your own guidance. And I'm going to leave it there because there's more that I want to say, but I want to see if Lily or Teri have anything else that you want to ask me, and I can go there.
That was so beautiful. Thank you so much for that explanation and taking us into what we can experience when we have the later transmission from you. And Lily, if you want to just summarize that for anyone out there who's the native Spanish language, that would probably understand it better if you say it in that way.
Would you like to say something in Spanish, Elohim?
Sure. Déjame ver cómo se dice vessel, cómo se traduce. ¿Sabes traducirlo?
Es como una... Ay, se me viene es...
Bueno, yo lo explico como
un canal.
Sí. Sí, un canal, ajá.
Es como un canal.
Para mí es abrir el cuerpo y la parte humana como que se asienta atrás para que el alma y la presencia divina pueda ser el canal para todos los seres que vienen por mi voz, que incluyen eh, una conciencia que es de las estrellas que se llama Ishtar, pero muchos seres, Jesús, María Magdalena, Isis, eh, ballenas también que traen su frecuencia. Y cuando esos seres entran por mi voz, entran al cuerpo y van a donde es la parte, no sé cómo se dice, blueprint,
En su
como la
memoria.
parte original. eh, ¿Sabes traducir eso, Lili?
Sí, o sea, está bien como lo dices, que es la parte original de a donde, o sea, lo que quieres, what you want to explain is that it goes to the divine blueprint of the person.
Sí, la esencia original. De todos tenemos una esencia original y esa esencia es, si pienso como eh, tienen, no sé cómo traducir parte de las palabras, sacred geometry,
Es geometría sagrada.
geometría sagrada. Esa geometría tiene colores, tiene vibración, frecuencia. Y puedes pensar como el instrumento, como un piano y las teclas. Y las heridas que tenemos empiezan a bloquear esa esencia original. Y la frecuencia que viene por mi voz, que son muchas frecuencias diferentes que se unen, van a esa parte de la esencia original para restablecer ese origen, para que sus dones y todo lo que vino a expresar en este mundo se pueda expresar sin obstáculo.
Es una restauración de de hacia la esencia original, hacia la forma original, donde se entrelazan las frecuencias de todos los seres que están contigo, ¿verdad?
Sí,
Y dices que esto fue utilizado en en templos que se consideran
sí, sí,
sagrados, ¿verdad?
sí, en Egipto, antes de eso, Mesopotamia, Lemuria, eh, en los tiempos de Cristo también. Son métodos que son de tiempos, de muchos tiempos de antes. Y, y creo que por mucho tiempo eh, tuvieron que esconderse porque no era algo aceptado. Y ahora hay mucha gente usando voz y usando sound healing para hacer sanación, sonido, frecuencia, vibración. Pero mucho ha cambiado en el mundo que ahora podemos hacer esto sin tener que escondernos, porque todos estamos aquí para ayudarnos y sonido y este tipo de tecnología. Voy a decir tecnología porque es una tecnología que viene de la parte divina, frecuencia, vibración, somos energía. eh, es algo que traspasa la mente y esa es la parte importante. La vibración va a donde uno lo necesita para que el ego, la parte humana, no interrumpa lo que está pasando. And I'll say that in English because I think that was important.
Yes.
So I was saying that that one of the that in certain times that a lot of this sacred technology ended up becoming hidden, and but that all has changed. There's many sound healers out there and people using sound to bring healing. And when I started being a vessel for this, I was told that it was one of the most important modalities on the planet because it transcends the mind and it goes directly to where we need it. So that was the one of the big reasons where my guides, because I started with hands-on healing, and although I still do that, they really wanted me to let go of the attachment to that and to allow myself to be excuse me, the vessel for the all the different beings that wanted to come through and weave together. And I said that they actually weave into, I see them as threads of light that weave together and then go to where that particular soul is needing support, working with their own soul. Because this is all, this is really you as the individual soul giving permission, right, to receive whatever is in your highest good. And that's the intention I always set when I do this type of work.
Mhm. And something I think that would be good to say in Spanish, Elohi, is that you were saying that love is the catalyst. So could you
Yes.
say about that in Spanish, please?
Yes. Sí, la fundación de todo este trabajo, voy a decir la misión que me dieron. Jesús, yo he andado con Jesús desde que era niña, pero me pasaron cosas y después como que me olvidé, pero siempre cuando desperté en el 2003, Él me dijo que mi misión era para ayudar que el amor puro pudiera fluir en el planeta otra vez, en los corazones, en la mente, en el cuerpo de la humanidad. Y es la fundación de todo lo que yo hago. Él me dijo, una de sus enseñanzas es que el amor se convierte en un espejo para la herida. No tenemos que forzar nada, empujar, es traer amor a donde tiene la herida y dejar que la herida se vea en el espejo de amor. Y el amor tiene esa habilidad de transformar la herida y regresar la herida a su origen. Y todo el origen de todos nosotros es el amor puro. Y eso es lo que Él me ha estado enseñando toda mi vida. Y después María Magdalena también enseña eso en su conexión a the rose lineage, a la flor, la rosa, que la rosa siempre tiene ese símbolo de amor, pero también tenemos que hacer el trabajo interno para sanar esas heridas. Y el amor es la frecuencia, la vibración que nos ayuda a restablecer la esencia original.
Would you like to say some of the highlights in English? Because I think it's important for our audience to hear the relation with love and Jesus and Mary Magdalene, the things that you just share in Spanish, please.
Sure, yes. So I was saying that, I always remember walking with Jesus. When I was a little girl, I would fly with the angels and I would see him holding my hand, and I was very close to Jesus. And then life happened, and I didn't wake up until 2003. But part of the waking up was him sharing with me that my mission here was to help restore love to its purest form. And not necessarily myself, but the beings that come through me, including him and Mary Magdalene. And he talked about the teaching that he has given me, several different teachings about love really being the foundation. And so I for a long time I was saying love is the alchemy. It is the ingredient that helps restore any unprocessed wounds that we have in our being. And the teaching speaks about lifting the wound to higher ground. The higher ground is actually the heart, and we don't have to force or push anything. It's really bringing love into that space and then letting the wound recognize itself in the love as its original form, right? We all began, we all are divine love. And so love does all the work for us if we allow it. And this is also connected to Mary Magdalene in a very strong way. I've always, it took me later in life to feel her presence, but I'm very connected to the Rose lineage, and hence the name that I was given in 2022. And that lineage uses sound a lot. And the foundation is all about love, and it's about embodying love. So in the work that I do, divine love really is the foundation of the frequency that's coming in to help. Then I use, when Ishtar comes in, they use words like melting away. Wherever we have the wound, to bring love in so that the wound can see itself. And that's the alchemy that's happening, right? Love alchemizes what isn't of its true origin. And we don't have to do anything. We don't have to push or force. It's like holding space by bringing love. And that's what the higher ground meant. It took me a long time to understand what he was trying to say with the higher ground. I understand it very clearly now that the higher ground is really the heart, and then the heart that mirrors to the parts. You can think of them as fragments of your being that are holding wounds, experiences from this lifetime, other lifetimes. And sometimes, because we're all connected, you're helping to process for the collective, for your ancestry. Again, the foundation is about love, and Mary Magdalene is all about embodied love. And I can talk more about that, but what my guides have shared with me, and through my work with her and Jesus and the other beings that I work with, is that, we're clearing the body, so making space in the body. Every time we heal something, we're making space in the body for more of our divine consciousness to come into the body. And the heart really is the portal and the gateway. And so if you think about the rose, it has many spirals in it. As we ascend, we're actually descending into the heart. So that, the work that we're in right now in this stage of our ascension is really about bringing online our what Sophia has told me is the Immaculate Heart, the heart that is pure, that we were seated with upon our inception. And Mary Magdalene was also a priestess, a vessel for all of this. And she carried it through the rose lineage that has lived through many different civilizations. And all are awakening now to that sacred feminine energy that is really leading the effort to bring this wisdom and knowing to arise through our heart, through our being, so that we can really hold space for each other. And Jesus always said to me that we were here to love each other back into being. And that it's through that loving each other, right? And I'm sure there's scripture that talks about that of loving each other, right? Loving God, loving yourself, loving your neighbor, that it's that love that then shifts, right? The frequency shifts what's happening in the world. But it all begins within us. We have to go within. And as I was tuning in this morning, the psalm, I think it's Psalm 46:10, came through about be still and know that I am God. And it was the part about the stillness that we have to be willing to go within and do the work to heal the wounds. And the more we do that, the more of that love consciousness we hold in our body. And the goal is not to leave the body, it's to actually be in the body, embody it. And the more that we do that, right, we're going to be walking upon this earth, holding that love consciousness. And it's like a catalyst. The more love we hold, right, it expresses through our field, and other people feel that. And it doesn't matter the type of work you're doing in the world, just by being that embodiment, you are contributing so in a huge way to what we are moving through on this planet.
That's a really, really good explanation of love. I would like to know. I have a question. Only one question, one more question, but I would like to see if there is anything that Teri would like to share or ask.
I'm just so excited about the experience that we're going to have with you. And I'm looking forward to that. Lily, I know you have another question for her. Our audience, I think, is really sitting on the edge of their seats with all of this beautiful energy that's flowing through. And you're so right. Jesus always, always stresses the love. Love is what heals us. And I appreciate that we have a good friend of mine, Don Baker, on in the audience. And he is so just in accord with what you were saying. He uses the frequency of love in healing. And I think all healers do.
Yes.
Everyone that's involved in helping us raise our vibration so that our body can heal itself. So yes, I'm looking forward to the sound healing and the transmission that you're going to be bringing forward to us. And I appreciate you so much being with us today.
Oh, thank you for having me. So grateful.
Lily?
Yeah, so what I would like to ask is about the whales, because I feel a connection with the whales, and I have heard your transmissions, and I have not really heard a whale like in person myself in real life, but when I hear you, it seems to me that is a whale, that is really the sound of a whale. So what can you share about that?
Yeah, they are, whales are record keepers. They've been around for such a long time. And if you think of whales and their connection to the water, that's part of what's coming through them is the element of water, the the sound of a whale, I think if we were too close, would probably break our eardrums. The water on the planet, just like the whales, is so ancient, and some of it isn't even from this planet. I think some of the water came from asteroids. So the water consciousness is really elevated now, and there are people who study this. I was told a long time ago that I had a strong connection to, they said, the mysteries of the oceans. And then I started channeling the whales, and the whales are coming forth through me really as another thread of the frequency of love. And I specifically am connected to the blue mother whale elders. And I had painted them on one of my paintings, Unmasking Your Soul, back in 2014. Didn't know what that meant. And I've been channeling them maybe for 4 or 5 years now. And so they're coming in to restore the water consciousness within our bodies. They also do a lot of upgrading with our body systems. We have a lot of water in our body. So they're using their sound to help restore what may be distorted in the water consciousness in our bodies. And then they always do some sort of upgrading to blueprints, and their frequency goes directly into that blueprint that I was speaking about. It's a very loving energy. I know when people give me feedback on receiving it, sometimes their frequency helps to bring up grief. So they work a lot on the heart and places where maybe we had pushed down emotions and weren't willing to really allow those emotions to express. They go in deep and help to bring those emotions to the surface so that they can be released from the body. And then they do a lot of activations and upgrading to blueprints and body systems. And their love is just so palpable when they come in. They're doing this for humanity, and they also carry so much wisdom because they have seen and hold those records through that water consciousness, through their connection to the water, of what has happened on this planet, and also all the goodness that from those ancient civilizations that is within us, dormant. And then they start to help awaken that wisdom within us. Did that answer your question?
Mm-hmm. Yes. And just to briefly say it in Spanish, so las ballenas tú haces la transmisión del sonido de las ballenas que nos ayudan a restaurar la conciencia del agua que tenemos en nuestro cuerpo, y también nos dan una especie de actualización a nuestra esencia original, y nos dan como les llaman activations, nos activan ciertas cosas que a lo mejor tenemos dormidas en el cuerpo.
Sí.
Sí.
Sí, ayudan con todo eso. Ayudar a procesar emociones que no hemos podido dejar ir, nos ayudan con todo eso.
Okay, bueno, thank you. I think that was a really good explanation about the whales.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to bring them in the transmission since you mentioned them.
I feel like they're ready to come in. I can feel them already.
Yes.
And I love the sound of the whales. I love just all of nature, but seeing them there's something majestic and magnificent. And like you said, ancient. It feels like an ancient healing that takes place, even just looking at them.
Yes, and they love humanity so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So
Right. So are you ready?
Yes, let's go into.
I'm going to mute myself so I can get the full advantage of this.
Okay. All right. So I will be playing a crystal bowl in a moment. I just invite everyone to close your eyes. I'm going to bring in Ishtar. My voice is going to change a little bit. And just invite you to do some deep breathing, allowing your breath to move through your body, and bringing your awareness into your heart center. Hello, beloveds. It's wonderful to be here with you. Allowing your breath to move through your body. We're going to do a couple of deep breaths together, breathing in and then holding the breath and then exhaling out. So breathing in and out. And as you're doing this, you may place your hands on your heart if that helps you. Breathing in and out. And one more time, breathing in and out. And bringing your awareness into your heart center. As we call all of your love consciousness from your heart into your hands, if you have your hands on your heart, beginning to form a beautiful rose gold sphere of light. And just with intention, connecting that rose gold sphere of light into your vertical channel. And expanding that out, 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 all around you. And this beautiful pillar of light emerging through you, around you, every part of you within this pillar of light, your channel of divinity. And with intention, extending it down, down, down into the heart room of Mother Earth, and up, 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 over your head, into the cosmos, into the cosmic heart. And allowing yourself to deepen into this space, letting your body relax, allowing yourself to feel the presence of this pure love that is your true essence. As we call in all the higher aspects of your being, your oversoul, your Christ divine self, your spirit and form, all present within you, feeling your own divine presence, sitting in your body, wherever you may be. And just imagine that you are floating inside of this pillar of light. As we call in Jesus and Mary Magdalene, your guides, your angelic guardians. We call it Elohim, all beings of light that wish to be present for you. And we want you to imagine that your divine child, your little girl, your little boy, are sitting either beside you and you're holding their hand, or in your lap, the part of you that has always known of that pure love. They hold the innocence, the purity of that original source light. They too may carry wounds and garments, but as they return to that purity, they become the guide to that sacred sanctuary within the heart, where all is one, where all is experienced in that unity, in that oneness. And with your child, Jesus and Mary Magdalene with you and your angelic guardians, just take a moment to just witness being in the presence of your own divinity and in the presence of Jesus and Mary Magdalene. We're going to bring in some sounds just to hold the space for you as you just allow and surrender to whatever experience you're meant to have. And just feel yourself wrapped in the love as Jesus and Mary Magdalene wrap their arms around you like wings. Elai sotua saranatishu. Neari so oanetara. Through time and space, remembering that you are this pure divine love. You always have been. The places within you that wish to release, letting Jesus and Mary Magdalene, through their love for you, from their heart into your heart into their heart, melting away what's in the way. and the holy ones surrounding you. Osterana Shekonitaira Elohim Ishtuku Sakaranati. Their wings around you, around Jesus, around Mary Magdalene. As they blew breath into your heart, the front and the back. Shtewa Sikorinati Yane Sutuasitu. Allowing the love to move through you. As they speak directly into every atom, every molecule, every cell of your being, that you may remember that divine love is your true essence. And the light that love frequency illuminating the light within, moving through every part of your being, connecting into all the body systems, all the water consciousness, all the liquid in the body. And we're going to bring in the whales. Just continue surrendering and allowing your own experience with these beings, with Jesus, with Mary Magdalene, with the Elohim, with the angels, with whatever other spiritual guides are with you, holding you, loving you, reminding you that you've always been home. It's always been within you. You were seated with all of this from the time of your inception. restoring every atom, every molecule, every cell of your being to its original divine blueprint. All that spinning the way that you are ready to bring back home, restoring, recalibrating, awakening, activating the seeds, the codes of light that you carry within your divine child, remembering their purity, their love that has always been, that would always be part of you, part of one. We as one, returning home through love, pure love. Istarana Shitwani Sakiani Tua Ishta Itai Sutwane Sati. Love, love, love. Upgrading, activating your heart, your body, your nervous system, all the systems of the body, receiving exactly what they need to support you on your evolution, your expansion, your remembering. For all is within you. Allowing yourself to be held from above your heads, where you open a portal and a gateway, a golden chalice, Divine Mother Grace, as she pours from that golden chalice, the golden river of her being, over your head, over your body, your divine child, and all the parts of you receiving this transmission through time and space, all timelines, all realities, all dimensions, fragments, coming home. That golden river of Divine Mother Grace, gently releasing, melting away, restoring, moving through all the liquids in the body, like an IV, an intravenous of this pure golden light. Grace, the new template for humanity. That golden river flow, weaving through every layer of your being, spirit, mental, emotional, physical, quantum layers, etheric, crystalline. Remembering your divinity, your wholeness, the divine love that you are. As Jesus and Mary Magdalene continue sitting with you and your divine child and all the parts of you that may have showed up. Mary Magdalene anointing your heart, your throat, your crown, your lower body. Jesus, anointing your feet and your hands. That you may remember and allow that golden light, that Christ consciousness to pour through you, through your eyes, through your heart, through your body, your hands. That as you let go and divine love is remembered, is felt, is experienced, you have the eyes to see, the ears to hear, and the heart to know what is true and in alignment for you. Always inviting you inward to be still and know that divine presence within. As you open your hands to receive a gift from each one, as they bless your hands and your body and your being, gifting you with something that you're meant to receive in this moment. Whatever you receive, placing it in your heart, or wherever you are guided to place these gifts from Jesus and Mary Magdalene. As they shower you in peace and blessings, beloved. Holding you in this remembrance and this knowing. All that you have received, bringing into your body, through your feet, grounding it into the earth. As that pillar of light around you begins to get smaller and smaller, and coming into your heart center for you to call upon at any time. As we thank Jesus and Mary Magdalene and all the beings who joined us. And we give thanks to you, beloved souls, for being here at this time, for saying yes, for going within, for doing the work, for showering each other in love and light. May your journey be showered in blessings and peace. As we close all portals and gateways, bringing you back, integrated fully with your divine child, with all the parts of you that were brought back home, weaving them into your being, anchoring them in your body, bringing that energy, that frequency, that consciousness, all the way through your feet down into the earth, closing all portals and gateways in the purity of light and eternal love and grace. And coming back into this present moment, feeling yourself more present 5, more present 4, more present 3, more present 2, and 1, fully present in your bodies. And slowly, when you are ready, you may open your eyes. Peace and blessings, beloveds. Peace and blessings.
Just give a moment for everyone to come back. Wow. How beautiful. What a blessing to have you with us, Elohi.
Oh, thank you. Grateful to be here.
It's hard to put words to the experience that we just went through with you. But I have to say, when the whales came in, it was like it was too big of an energy for this room to contain it. And the walls started making noise. And I had to open my eyes to make sure there was no one else in the room, because it was like a crackling that was happening. Everything was responding. I had my windows open and the birds stopped singing while that was taking place. It was so beautiful outside, just listening to stillness. And you had mentioned that before, that's what Jesus wanted, was for us to go into that complete stillness.
Yes. Beautiful.
So beautiful.
Yes, it was beautiful. It does feel like almost like every time we have a session like this, as we evolve, that the experience is different. Because I feel a difference from the last session I had to this session. So, lo voy a decir en español, que siento como que cada transmisión que al menos yo he tenido personal es diferente, y también puede ser que de la manera en la que yo me estoy transformando y evolucionando, a lo mejor yo recibo y percibo algunas cosas diferentes. Yeah. So I feel at peace.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that's normal. Yeah, because we're like an onion, so we're peeling back the layers, right? And as we go deeper, you're going to experience whatever it is that you're meant to experience, where you are in your journey, and your soul is guiding all of that.
Is that perhaps why our audience guest, Kathy, asked why to her the whales sounded sad?
Yeah, I've had people say that. And when we're holding grief, they may sound sad because they're trying to help us to release the grief that we're holding. And I've had other, in events that I've done, people have said that to me, that the whale sounded sad.
Yes, I guess it could depend on each one experience.
Yeah, you're going to experience whatever it is that you need. Sometimes the whales may sound sad. Sometimes they may sound playful. Um, yeah, it's whatever you are needing to receive in the moment.
Yeah, I had so many chills as soon as the whales came in. My whole body was just covered in the chills, and it felt like I was being carried back to a very ancient place, and I could feel that. I could feel that I was right there with Jesus, with Mary Magdalene, with Divine Mother, and just it felt like a recalibration of
Mhm.
energy.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was very impactful. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm being reminded to say something more about the whales, that um, the whales are transmuting for all of us the emotions and frequencies. So they are, when they come in, they're helping to process emotions. And, there's a lot of grief on this planet. So that's another reason why it may come across that way, because they are helping to transmute all of that.
Mm.
Now, Elohi, you mentioned, well, it was beautiful having the when Jesus and Mary Magdalene did the anointing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that was really beautiful as well. You also mentioned it came through Divine Mother Grace or Mother Grace.
Mm-hmm.
Who is that?
Um, it's whoever you believe is Divine Mother. I mean, she takes different forms. Some people call her Sophia, Mother Mary, right? Mother Mary is known as that Divine Mother Grace. Isis to me is that mother energy. There's many different mother energies. You can think of it as the feminine part of God. So, however that resonates with you, for me, it's represented by, I use the word Sophia a lot, but Isis was the one who opened me up to a lot of these frequencies. She holds that mother frequency. My experience is that the mother form that you need is the mother form that appears, because they hold different feminine energies, just like Jesus and other many masculine, ascended masters hold different frequencies, and they come in um, to support us, because we need both the feminine and the masculine. And I didn't
Yes.
really talk about that, but that is one of the things that both Jesus and Mary Magdalene, and in the ancient mystery schools, they knew that the embodiment of that sacred marriage, the sacred union, is the coming home of both the feminine and masculine, and bringing them. I see them, I see a lot of weaving when I'm guiding, and that's what I see. The weaving happens, this integration of these parts of us as we continue evolving. They come home, they weave deeper into our being, because we need both of those aspects.
Right. And from my understanding, what I was taught by the angels and other masters is that Isis taught Divine Mother and Mary Magdalene when they were walking physically on the earth.
Yes,
They studied with her.
yes, absolutely. Um, and so for me, the energy of Isis, I mean, I call her sometimes, Sophia Isis or Isis Sophia. To me, it feels like a similar energy. And Mary Magdalene has definitely confirmed the connection to that lineage. So, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
Now, I do know that you have a lot of recorded transmissions in your YouTube channel that people can watch. And then you have Facebook. Mm, what else do you have?
Yes, my so I have a Substack channel that's called the Rose Grail. That's what I was guided to create really this year. And when I talk about the Rose Grail, it's connected to that frequency of divine love, but the Grail as the body. So really the embodiment of love in the body. And so on my Substack, I do articles and transmissions and starting to teach more about the Rose Grail through the guidance of, Mary Magdalene and the team that works with me on this. On Instagram, I'm elohi.magdalena.rosa. On Facebook, I'm under Elohi Magdalena Rosa. You could find me there. And what else did you mention? Oh, and my website is actually anarayacollective.com, which is ANARAYAH Collective. And the Anaraya Collective really is the name given to this collective of beings that come through me, which there are many to list. So I don't always say all of them, but they are listed on, I think it's on my Meet Elohi page, all the beings that I work with.
Thank you for that. We can share that in the comments after the broadcast is over. And I know that you have done work with Enlightened World Network in the past.
I have.
Are you open to those recordings being rebroadcast and replayed?
Sure. Yeah. In the past, I think I was under the name Anumani because that was my first spiritual name. And yeah, those transmissions are still the same being, all the parts of me. And in 2022 is when I was given the name that I use now.
Thank you, because I know a lot of our audience tunes in to meditations and transmissions through Enlightened World. So thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. So grateful to be here.
Yes, thank and Dr. Anderson is with us in the audience, and she's very excited that we can do that. So thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Yes, and if you would like to experience an individual session, do you offer individual sessions at this time?
Yep, I do. Yeah, that would be on my website. So I can text you the website, Lily, and then if you're going to put stuff in the comments.
Yeah, because we have audience members that are asking if we can put your pages in our chat.
Yep, I will. Is that okay to text it to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Okay.
And something that you brought up that I think is important to emphasize is that you did mention that we have fragmented parts that with these sessions are coming into wholeness. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yeah. So I didn't talk a lot about this, but when I'm working, I can see kind of multidimensionally across timelines. I see them as threads. So there might be like a thread or a tether that's still holding you in something that you experienced in another timeline. And that part of you fragments out and it actually affects you in this timeline. That's where the processing of the inner work begins to help restore that. So we're actually helping to bring all those parts of you home. But like I said, we are an onion. So sometimes, like I'm going to use myself as an example. One of my deepest wounds in this lifetime has been around belonging and also worthiness. And I've had to do a lot of work on both of those, like multiple times. But it's not that you're repeating, it's that you're going deeper. And as a reminder, I said, as we ascend, we're actually descending into the heart. Because the heart really is the portal and the gateway. So as we heal those wounds, and really love is doing all the work for us, more of you start to feel more integrated and whole in your body because that consciousness starts to come in more deeply. So as you help to clear those wounds, you're actually creating space. So more consciousness, your own consciousness can, your divine consciousness can come in and integrate with your body. So we're not getting rid of the ego. I don't believe we get rid of the ego. I believe we actually integrate the ego in higher frequency as love comes in, and it's helping those fragments see themselves as love, then they become whole and integrate back into your being.
What a beautiful teaching. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes. Would you like just to say the highlights of that fragment, fragment parts of fragmented parts in Spanish?
You want to help me with that?
Bueno, lo puedo decir como muy en resumidas cuentas. Le estaba preguntando a Elohi que si en estas transmisiones, esas partes que están como separadas de nosotros o fragmentadas, se vuelven una, se vuelven como un todo. Entonces le estaba preguntando que si esto es lo que sucede en estas transmisiones. Y ella nos comentó que sí, que efectivamente, pero son partes separadas de otras vidas, ¿verdad?
Sí,
Elohim?
son otras, si uno va a ver así diferentes dimensiones, si creen en eso, no tienen que creer, pero esa es mi experiencia, que tenemos partes que se separan porque han sufrido una herida y esa herida se convierte en algo que se repite en esta vida. Y por eso tenemos que, a veces, la herida, porque todos tenemos varias heridas que entramos en cuerpo para sanar, no solamente para nosotros, pero para nuestra familia, para la humanidad. Y esas heridas, cuando empezamos a sanarlas, esa parte se puede regresar al cuerpo y se integra en el cuerpo otra vez para que más de su conciencia divina pueda vivir en el cuerpo humano.
Gracias.
De nada.
Is there anything else that you would like to say, Teri?
I just want to thank you so very much for being with us. Our audience has shown such appreciation for this blessing that you have given today. And oh my goodness, what a joy. I feel changed since the transmission. I felt as soon as you started, I felt that there was a higher being with all of us that you were channeling through that helped us to touch that place of love inside our hearts. So I want to thank you for that. And I know this isn't the first time or the last time that we're going to see you here on this.
I
We're
was
going
going
to
to say,
invite you back.
I do
again.
love Enlightened World Network and grateful for, what I was doing before, and I'm happy to support going forward. So I'm grateful to be here. And
Thank you.
yeah, it fills my heart to, because I feel that love every time, it just anchors me more deeply in my work, and also fills my heart to see how people are able to receive and remember that love themselves. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we did go over time, but it was totally worth it. and I'm not a stickler for it has to be this way. So we took the time that we needed to take to get this out to everyone. So thank you for being flexible and staying with us for this time that we were here. Lily, I'm going to turn it over to you to say goodbye to our audience, and um, just what a blessing. And Lily, thank you so much for the part that you do. And you're such a huge, huge part of walking with Jesus. I appreciate you being here.
You know that I appreciate it too, and I am really happy to be here. And well, no, I just also want to say thank you to Elohi for being here with us today. It's been another amazing session, and hope that we could see you again.
I hope so
Y,
too. Thank you. Yeah.
y en español voy a decir gracias a todos los que nos están viendo en vivo, a los que nos van a ver en el programa pregrabado, ya grabado. Y espero que disfruten de esta transmisión tan hermosa que Elohim hizo hoy para nosotros, donde nos trajo muchísimas energías de Jesús, de María Magdalena, de la Madre María, de energía femenina, de las ballenas, muchas, muchas cosas que nos pueden servir para sanar nuestro cuerpo y nuestra alma. Así que gracias por todo y nos vemos la próxima semana.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. We'll be back next week, Walking with Jesus at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Come join us. It's always a blessing to be here and tune into the energy of Jesus as he walked on earth and as he is with us always. Thank you, everyone. As I always say, stay in your heart. That's where the blessing is. You'll find it there. We'll see you later. Bye, everyone. We love you.
Bye.